No,
three, two,
I already did the
one,
bulk of it.
go.
Hey guys, today we're gonna be showing you how to
Turn your face
get
cam on.
to
Turn
a
your
new
face cam on. Turn your face
cool
cam on. Turn your face cam on.
planet
No, turn your face cam on. I'm about to leave. I'm about to leave. Turn your face cam
in
on.
No Man's Sky.
Oliver, turn your face cam
No
on.
Man's Sky.
Oliver, I'm about to leave. Turn your face cam on.
Alt tabbing. Turn on camera. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the galaxy map, and we're gonna just choose
Okay,
something.
I'm about to go to CVS.
I
I'll
think-
catch you. All right.
We're just gonna choose this
I'm
one, and
recording
then
this
you're
whole
gonna
entire
press
thing.
again. You're gonna press again to warp there. So you're gonna press again to warp there. So we're gonna see what happens after we've warped there. Okay. Now that we're here, we can just see what's around. So we can basically just look around. This is actually a really cool planet. This is like a cloudy planet. So we're actually gonna try to go over here. And we're just gonna use our space and use our pulse engine to get there a lot faster. And now that we're there, oh, this does not look like a very good planet. Okay, bro, are we serious? So we're just gonna enter the atmosphere. You can hold shift to boost, and it's a very cloudy planet. So I don't know if this is actually a planet we're gonna want to set up a colony on. But you can see that we're close to the landing because the things on the side of our ship went in. But now we're actually very close to the landing. And this actually doesn't look like a very nice planet. There's just very little resources, what seems to be resources. So I think we might do is to not waste any resources. I think we might just leave the atmosphere. So we're gonna hold shift again to leave the atmosphere. Oh, what's this? That's the space station. So this planet also looks very interesting. This is like a green planet. So what we can do is we can go over there and we can see what there's over there. And if it looks cool, then we're basically just gonna try to put down a base computer and set up a colony there. And then once you have your colony set up, you can basically just put down a teleporter. I accidentally stopped my pulse engine there. So I'm just gonna continue it. So once you make a teleporter, you can transfer in between your colonies, and if you have any, your freighters, which are just big things that you use to carry all your ships and stuff. But this also looks like a not very enticing planet, just because it's I don't know. There's lots of islands. Ooh, there's actually a lot of stuff on the sides here. I wonder what these. Well, this actually looks pretty cool. Maybe we could set up an island colony on this. That would be really cool. I wonder if there's a mainland we could get to. Okay, so what I'm gonna try to do, I think you can also create bridges using the builds. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go over here and we're gonna land. So you hold E to land, and then you can let go of it once the landing starts. And then you're gonna press E to get out again. And then this actually looks like a very interesting planet. So I like to do when I first get onto a planet is to look around for stuff and just start mapping stuff out. Because then you see what kind of resources are on the planet, what kind of animals, and you could just scan all the animals. This one's actually a very interesting animal right here. Looks like it kind of looks like a Vasily. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep on looking for stuff. So these rocks. This one I actually have identified because I think I've been on this planet before. So I'm just going to scan this one. We're going to see what that has. Just ferrite dust. You can actually kind of tell what it has. So this one, you can see that it says just carbon. If there's something else other than just what it says, it'll have question marks. So I'm going to try to find an example. These are carbon crystals. That's a carbon crystal. That's condensed carbon, actually, which is very useful. So I'm just going to take that. And so I'm going to try and find an example of where you don't know what it is. This is another one of where you know what it's going to have, but you don't know what it is. We're just going to keep on looking around. This is unidentified material, so we're going to scan this one too. I don't know if we actually want to set up a colony on this. So this one has question marks with analyze underneath it. So we're just going to scan it, and then you can see what else it has on it. This one, however, doesn't have question marks underneath it. So we can just scan it and we know exactly what it's going to have. So this is actually This is an unidentified material that has pure ferrite and something else. So we're gonna see what this has. This actually has sodium on it. Sodium. Ooh, we found a damaged container. So we can just open that up, take the rusted metal out so that it's openable. And we're gonna see what we get. We got a Gek relic. I don't actually know what that does. And then we can search this. Nothing found. So I'm just gonna keep on going around and scanning some stuff and seeing what it has. But right off the rip, I don't really see anything that this planet has that's very exciting. So what else you can do? You can see what natural resources the planet has. So by holding F, I'm just gonna scan this animal first. Subterranean organic creature. That was very interesting. Highest body temperature on an animal is it's got a new record for it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold F and we're gonna look for these symbols that are like a plus. This is a pyrite deposit. And I've actually never gotten pyrite before. So I might go over there to see what it looks like, see what it is. I actually don't know what this is. That's a hazardous floor. That actually can kill you. So you can do is you can go back and you can find your deposit that you wanted to go to, which I lost it now. I'll find it. It's right there. So then you can hold E to tag it. And then it's just going to show up on your screen once you're out of the thing. Once you're out of the scanner. And on the way, I can just keep on scanning stuff and seeing what this planet has to offer. So I'm actually going to scan these animals. They're very interesting. It's like a camel, and then there's like a different kind of, let's see. Interesting. I'm actually going to scan this one too. Or actually, I might have scanned that. Oh, I think that's just a baby version. This is another unidentified material, so we're just going to scan this one too. This one has carbon. I just want to kind of get to my ferrite. This one, however, is underwater. So you need to get something that's underwater, is you need to have a multi-tool, or you need to have an exosuit that has deep water air harvester. Well, I don't think this will basically let you stay underwater for a long time. So this basically gets oxygen from the water, which lets you breathe underwater for long periods of time. So we're just going to go in. I don't know if we actually want to go all the way over there, because it's 600 units in the water seems like a very far amount to swim. This is another... Well, I actually don't know what this is. Gassy pod. It is that I don't know what it is, but it's... Gassy... Okay, so this thing is the gassy pod. So I'm just gonna... I guess E. Oh, you can pick up the gassy pod. Interesting. Now I got some 24 oxygen from that, which is actually pretty good. Ooh, so we found another damaged container, which we could take the metal out to repair. And then we're gonna search for this. Ooh, we actually got a microprocessor, which is very valuable. So that's actually a very good find. I wonder how we open this red thing. It's not letting me open it very easily. So I might just leave it behind. It probably doesn't have anything there. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, so I don't think I really want to set up a colony here. So I'm just gonna look around for the space, for the sword-looking thing, which is actually our starship. We're just gonna run back over there, take off, and see if there's any nice planets in this solar system. And if not, then we can go to a different system using our hyper boost thing. I'm actually just gonna get some more resources while we're here. Alright. Oh, there's actually a copper resource deposit right next to where we landed, which is actually very lucky. So I'm just gonna get this because it's right here. And copper can be very useful, especially when you want to turn it into stuff to repair things, which you can use a portable refinery to use. And what you can actually make with it is, I have to look for it. What you can actually do is you can you can make copper and condense it into chromatic metal, which is needed for a lot of things like antimatter, which actually helps to charge your hyperdrive. We're just going to get all of this copper, and once that's done, we are going to look around for another planet that we want to go to. So yeah, I like to leave not a single bit of this behind, because if you're missing even 1 or 2 pieces of copper, it's very difficult to get 1 or 2 pieces, because you need to find a whole nother deposit on a planet, which you need to search for and then travel to, and sometimes it's even better to use your spaceship to get there, which can sometimes use up a lot of fuel. So now we're just about done with getting all the copper. We can look around to check using our jetpack. Now our life, we just saw a message that our life systems are 35%. What we can do is we can go to the exosuit. We can use this, and then we can charge it with our oxygen. We actually don't have that much oxygen left, but unfortunately, there's not much stuff that has oxygen on this planet. So we're just gonna go to a different planet, and with that, hopefully has more oxygen. So then we're just going to use the shift button again to boost up. And then this might actually be the one that we just came from. Yeah, that's the planet we just came from. So I'm just going to look around for more planets here. Actually, so that's the other one that we were just on. I don't at the moment see anything. Another thing you can do is you can press Z. You can go to the scroll to get to the galaxy map. And then you can look at your thing, look at it, and you can press R. And I actually don't know. Okay. We're just going to go back and keep looking for more planets. If I don't end up finding any, I might just use another hypercharge to get to a different galaxy. Yeah, I'm not seeing any at the moment. Okay. Another thing that can be useful to do while you're in space anyways is to get these, break all these things. Because sometimes these can give you really good materials like silver. We just got silver. Like one of the valuable things you can get from these is platinum. Tritium is used to charge up your boosters or something like that. Tritium hypercluster, I actually don't know what that is. I think you can expand that actually. We're just going to check that out if you can expand it. If you go here, you see where you got the tritium from? You can hold E to analyze, which then turns it into tritium that you can use. Okay, right now all we're really getting is tritium, which you can pretty much find anywhere. If there's nothing special in this, like meteorite cluster, then we can. Oh, so these things are actually platinum, which is a very, very useful thing. Very, very useful material. I actually don't know what I got the platinum from. I think it might have been these things. I'm actually going to try to break these again and see what I get. I just got gold. Gold is also very useful. If you see other starships, you can either leave them alone or you can shoot at them. But just for the demonstration, I'm going to shoot at them using my rockets. And then after you do that, you're basically kind of locked into combat with them. So if you hold S, you can lock on your cannons or lock on whatever weapon you're trying to use. And then to change weapons, you press G. So right now I'm just using my regular blasters to shoot at him. And you can see his health. Sometimes this tracker thing is very finicky if they're flying around you, which it is right now, but once you get locked onto them, it's very easy to deal a lot of damage. Alright, almost. We've almost killed him now. Okay, so now that he's destroyed, there will be other starships to try to intercept you, which sometimes it's best to just run away from them. Or you can kill them and get more materials. But right now, I kind of just want to get to a different galaxy. So I'm actually just going to press X and go to the galaxy map, and then I'm going to look for another galaxy that we can go to. That's emerald drive required, cadmium drive required. We could actually go to this one. This one that we have named already. That means that we've been there before. So Yeah, we're actually gonna sell is 59.3%. I don't know what all that stuff means, but we're gonna warp there. And then once we get there, we're basically just gonna look for nice planets that we might wanna take a look at. Okay, looking around. Undiscovered planet. So if you see an undiscovered planet, you can actually press T to scan it, which will then tell you the resources that it has on it, or the deposits. I'm not really seeing anything here other than that one planet. So, on this planet, you can see that it doesn't have any liquid, and you can see that it's stormy based on the like the lightning flashes, the blue flashes. So if there's not any other planets, I might just want to warp into a different system here. I guess we can go to this space station to see what they have. We're gonna get there in 7 seconds. And then basically, if you just boost into the middle, it'll just suck you in. And then you can go around and see what you want to do here. So I've actually never been here before. So once you get to a space station, it's actually very good because you can, if you go into a space station, you can basically save the galaxy so you can teleport back to it. If I go over here, I can see that it has a teleporter, which I can then use. I could teleport to any of my things. So I go to recent. I can see that I have my one space station, which is on the system that has my Aten colony, and there's also an outlaw station here, which is basically an illegal station that can give you like black market items and stuff. These are my bases. That's my colony and my fleet command room. And then you can also visit other bases and all that stuff. I'm just going to exit that. I'm going to actually see what they have in their trade terminal, which is where you can buy stuff. I'm actually so there. I might buy a couple microprocessors because I think I need microprocessors to repair some stuff on here. I need 2 solar mirrors and deuterium. I'm going to see if they have solar mirrors. And if they do, I'm going to buy 2 of them. Yes, so they have solar mirrors here. I'm just going to buy 2 of them. And you can also sell stuff if you want to sell stuff for whatever you want. So we're just going to go to tab, press tab to go to your inventory. And we're going to go to our starship, and we're going to use these to halfway repair it, which means you still can't use it, but we just need the deuterium to repair it fully. So I'm actually going to see if they have deuterium here. It looks like unfortunately they don't. Yeah, they don't. So we're gonna see what else we could use from them. I know we needed some microprocessors for some stuff. So we're going to look for what we needed to use microprocessors. It might have been my freighter. No, it wasn't. This freighter actually has a lot of platinum, which can be very useful. So actually, if I go to my starship, I can see that I actually do need platinum to use this, to get rid of this. So if I repair this, basically what it'll do is it says right at the bottom, core starship functionality is not affected, but it'll free up a slot that you can use to put other upgrades to your ship in. So I actually might go back to my thing. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna see what else we can use here. I think we actually do have some activated copper. Where is it? Maybe we don't have any activated copper. I guess not. These things are very useless. Rusted metal. I guess sometimes you can sell it to some places. Some places will take it. this place. This place actually does take it, so I'm just gonna sell it because it's very useless stuff. It's basically just waste junk. I forget what I needed microprocessors for. Carbon nanotubes, mealworms, chum. I'm just gonna see what I needed. I needed a wiring loom, so I might just buy a wiring loom from this place because I'm pretty sure it had one. Wiring loom. Yes, it had wiring looms. That was actually very expensive, but we can use it now to fully repair this. And now you can see that there's no more thing, and our shield strength is up 9%. So I actually don't know how you get deuterium. So what I can do is I can press X, and then it says refine deuterium. But I don't know how you define that, so that's not very helpful. This process dihydrogen in a multi-tool thing. So you need to put multiple things together to make it, which I actually don't have access to right now. I could actually buy some chromatic metal to free up space in the starship, because your starship is going to be your main mode of transportation. So right here you can see that I need 180 to get rid of all this stuff. So I think I'm just going to go into here and buy 180 chromatic metal, which might actually cost me a lot. It's not that much. 280, I'm going to buy that. I'm going to go over here. I'm just going to use this, repair that, and so now I have 3 more inventory slots in my ship. There's also a couple other things that you need to do. Magnetized ferrite, dioxide, activated copper. So there's a couple things that you can use to increase your storage. I actually do have a suspicious packet on my freighter, which is contraband, which means I'm going to show you how to sell contraband. So basically, this is on my freighter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the teleporter. I'm going to go to my bases, and then I'm going to go to my ship. And I'm going to warp there. And then I can also take the platinum from my ship, from the freighter, and then I can use that to increase the storage space in my ship. So we're almost there. Okay. So what we can do now is we can hold tab to skip whatever that is. Then we can press tab, go to our freighter. We can take the platinum, go back to our starship, put it all together, and then we can see that these both need platinum. So we can use this, just repair that, and then repair that, and then just like that we have a lot more inventory slots. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the contraband. We're going to take the suspicious packet. We're going to open it. This is a band pulse splitter upgrade. Actually, I might not even sell this. I might just want to install it. Fortunately, I don't have any space in my multi-tool. So what I'm actually going to do, I have another multi-tool that I bought. So I'm actually going to take this advanced mining laser. I'm going to store it. I'm going to deploy it in a movable package and just put it in my exosuit inventory. And I can also do the same for the terrain manipulator, which is what we use to get the deposits, which is also very useful. And we're just going to take pretty much everything, just in case we want to use it in the other one. And if we don't need it, if we don't end up needing it, then basically this one you can't. I don't think you can take out. No, you can't move it. So basically what we can do is if we press X, then we can go to utilities, and then we press, and then we can swap multi-tool. And then there's only one option that you can swap it to. Then we can press tab, and then we can see that we have a different multi-tool with actually has a lot more slots in it. So we can just take all of our stuff and install all of it. So this actually, after I moved it, that means that I have to reinstall everything, which could take a while. But we're gonna try to get it all done now. So the most important things is the advanced mining laser. This allows you to break bigger materials, and the terrain manipulator. So we need 1 hermetic seal and 2 wire looms. What we can do now is we can. Where's our warper? I think if we go back here, then we can. I actually don't know where to find the warping. What we can also do is we can just take our starship. We can hold W to take off. And then we can just go to the star system in this galaxy. Which you can see with the hexagon. So now we can just go there. Boost over there. It's going to take 30 seconds. Actually, just 10 seconds. Okay, almost there. Now it's just going to suck us in again. And then we can go to their purchasing spot. And then we can buy all the materials that we need, hopefully. So we're going to press E to exit. And then we can go to our purchasing spot. I actually have symbols here. So this is the symbol for purchasing and trading and stuff. And this is the symbol for the teleporter. Which, those are the 2 most important things in a trade. In a place. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how many wiring looms did we need. So we're gonna press tab, we're gonna go to our multi-tool. So this needed 2 wiring looms, and this needed 1, so we're just gonna buy 3. And that should be good. So 3 wiring looms. It's actually very expensive. Now we have a lot less money, we only have 179,000. So that might not even be enough to buy all the stuff that we need. Also, I don't think it has all this stuff available. We need to install this ion battery. We need 2 ion batteries. So we're going to see if this thing has ion batteries. Ion battery. Unfortunately, they don't have any ion batteries. So we're going to go to our multi-tool. This needs 1 hermetic seal. And this is 2 carbon nanotubes. So we're looking for hermetic seal and carbon nanotubes. This unfortunately doesn't actually have any of what we're looking for. So what we're going to do is we're going to warp to a different galaxy, and now we're going to be able to warp to the other one, which is the previous system that we were on. We're just going to warp there. And then we can see what they have in their trade terminal. Okay. To buy and sell goods, and then we're going to. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have what we need either. So we might have to sell some stuff to get some more money back, actually, because we spent a lot of money on the wiring looms. So I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to sell a bunch of gold. I don't want to sell all of it just in case I need some of it, but I'm going to sell a bunch of it. And that's going to get me up to 278,000. So what I think we're actually going to want to do is maybe even warp to another system. But once again, this terrain manipulator, this is very important because that's what you use to... Did I not install this? I thought I put the wiring loop in here.
Oh, there we go.
I wonder what happened there. We're gonna press install here. What if we...
Yo, is this kid still recording?
What if we go back and...
No shot.
What if we take this out?
What's up, Oliver?
You're back. Finally.
Yo,
I've been talking this whole time.
are you serious?
Yes, of course I am.
If I go back, is there gonna be a single second, 10 seconds where you're not talking?
There might be like 5.
Like 5 times?
5 seconds. Okay, so it's just a bug that we didn't get to see what we installed. So a lot of this stuff I can actually make back in my colony, so I'm just gonna go to the...
Oh my god,
Go to
I'm
the
stopping
teleporter?
recording. I'm stopping recording. You can stop. You can drop the act now.